Yo, what's up guys, Reapism here, and welcome back to Reapism's Universe. This is episode 34, and today guys, I just want to let you know something. Now, normally you guys would be like, why are you staring at the ground? Well, do you guys know where I am? Now, the most obvious answer is probably no. But you do know where I'm at. I am located at a mountain biome because you guys could differentiate the grass color. So, that's one. Also, the reason why this is damaged by one durability is because I accidentally used it on a jungle leaf, which we'll get into a sec. But yeah, guys, we're gonna use our count machine and let's see if it's broken. So yeah, you see these white specks? This is fixed in the newest build of Minecraft. It's 13W11A. It will be Minecraft 1.5.1. But for now, I'm staying with this. I am not upgrading to a snapshot. No way. um, okay, that's a good enough amount. Quickly, okay. Alright, we have a reasonable amount in here. Oh, these guys are just breeded, okay. So right now they're getting processed. Now, if we wait a bit, we should see some things happening. Alright, by the way, this is our map as well. That right there is a sheep farm. Oh yeah, I have Optifine now so I could zoom and show you guys stuff better. So this is our map. Here, wait, one sec. There we go. That's our map that we created. Now, as you can see on the bottom right, more specifically around there, right there, is our sheep farm. This is something I don't know. This is our chicken farm. This could be the cow farm. No, our cursor would be here, wouldn't it? That's the start of the quadrant area? No, it's over there. So what would that be? Adjacent to the sheep farm, this is more hills. That's that hole that we dig. What would that be? Oh, it's that right there. Ah. Alright, let's process the cows and push their items. And let's see what we're working with. Now, this update changed a lot of things. We actually cannot, as you could probably tell last episode, we weren't able to make that auto chicken farm with the hoppers because dispensers are 100% different than they were before. Now redstone signals, even though it's powered, will not update it, and that means it's currently broken. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and go to like after this test, I'm gonna show you in a world, a different creative world that I have where I kind of test things, and I'll show you a fix that I was looking at yesterday that I found. So let's hop in there, shall we? Ah, here we are. Alright, that was some work. Okay guys, so this is the fix I found. Now, just keep in mind, this is one dispenser, and if we take a lava bucket from here, place in here, as you can see, it's not gonna. It works. This works. Sorry, it just takes a lot longer. But that's the longest pulse. That means that's 11 or 10 ticks of it being dispensed. That will incinerate our chickens and all the drops that come with it. This, however, doesn't. As you can see. But just look how expensive this is compared to how it used to be like this. This is how it used to be for those who don't know. You'd have a dispenser, you'd have a lava bucket, you'd have redstone wire, and then you'd run something to the side, like that, 2 ticks, and that would update the dispenser a tick later, and it would destroy it. But now it doesn't work that way. Now before, in the update, like 1.5 point, let's say, 1.5 point, no, before, like the 2 snapshots ago this worked, where you just do something like that, right? That no longer works, as you can see. As long as this is powered, even this coming back at it does not work. So look how not compact this is. I'm sending a 1 tick pulse or a 2 tick, into this dispenser, and it will only activate the dispenser for 2 ticks. So when we come back, like 2 ticks later, it'll, it'll realize that it should only be on for 1 tick. So if this was 1 tick, it will only be powered by 1 tick, and that will not work. The shortest is 2 tick, and that will kill our chickens, but it won't burn the drops. But look how big and bulky it is. So let's take a look one more time. So this is what we want from it, but just think about it, like, this part isn't necessary, but just 2, 3 repeaters, which isn't a big deal, but like, it's bulky, it's like very bulky. I don't know how I could compact this any further. We need like the most compact 1 tick pulse. I mean, most 1 tick pulses actually don't work anymore because of this update. So, well, as far as I know. But anyways, yeah, this is what we have to work with. If I put the redstone up here, this will power this redstone wire, keeping this on, which is called the feedback loop in Minecraft, and we don't want to create a feedback loop. And yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I wouldn't anticipate using this much items, but I guess this is how it's gonna be. Wow, before we go, we have this enchanted guy. Let's see what we could do with him. Let's see what he drops, if he drops. Oh, would you look at that? Feather falling 3. Wow, not bad. I didn't customize that guy, by the way, if you're wondering. That was completely random. You see, there's one over there. Hey, let's check really quick. I don't want to get too sidetracked. Okay, he has a power bow and an enchanted helmet. And boots, it looks like. Or pants. Pants, yep. None. And do we get any more? Huh. Doesn't look like it. So you can kind of see where I'm going with this. It is a good update, but it breaks a lot of things. But that's okay. I mean, we're going to have to get used to the change, and I'm sure in a little bit we're going to have a lot of geniuses in this community coming up with new and more compact ways using the new fixes. So that's always something to look forward to, but it does take time, because work like that does take time to create. So we're going to have to give these guys some time. And this advice was told to me by Steven. So thank you, Steven. You may not realize it, but it did help me. It really did. I was like, how am I gonna even like do this? So, well, alrighty. Huh. Wow, that guy. 1 left. That's crazy. Here, let's see how much it would cost to repair that. Really quick. Of course, we don't use that. Oh man. 5, 4. Why not? Seriously, really. Alright, guys, I will be right back, and we'll get on with something this episode. Alright guys, before you think about it, I was just wanting to do this for a very long time, but always forget doing it. Let's take that torch under there, put a glowstone block, and I kind of need this torch anyway for that over there. That's a guy. Alright, let's see what we could do. Yep, that should destroy some of our farmland, but that's okay. That should take us right on top of there very nicely. Alright, light level 7. Okay, something could spawn there still. I mean, it's better than nothing. It's at least less likely to spawn now. Alright guys, let's get working. Alrighty guys, I've been contemplating about this idea for a while for the upcoming 1.5 update, and I think we're going to build it this episode. Now, we didn't have much luck with the chicken farm, however, we do have luck with a fully automatic wheat farm. And the reason I'm doing this is because it's kind of annoying to harvest that, and why not automate something today? It's a pretty cool concept. So we're gonna stand on this, and it's going to be our AFK spot right here. I'm gonna need a sticky piston, which I'll take from these guys, because you know they're really not serving a purpose at all here. So I'll finally get rid of this stuff, and you know, it's just saving a lot of time instead of crafting them and stuff. Anyways, we need to get slime balls, correct? I might have to run to the witch area to get slime balls if I don't have any. Yeah, looks like we don't have any. Here, I'll check the down area over here. Huh, do I have any sticky pistons laying around? You know, I really don't feel like going all the way down there. It's like 2,000 blocks away, the witch area. So, just to save time, because this is still school day, I need to save time. I'll take one from this useless door that we have down here for now. Trust me, guys, I will get more, and I'm really contemplating about these doors still. So, yeah, we have to keep this in mind. Alright. Just an extra oh no. Alright, I'll get set up here, I guess. Ooh. Where'd it go? Alrighty, so yeah, all we need, we need a couple more than one, right? We need one okay, I have an idea. I'll be right back, guys. Oh yeah, guys, before I continue, I just want to update you on this. Now, if you don't realize, off camera, since I built this, about 4 times the villagers were able to escape because a creeper came and blew it up. So these guys, I'm really, I'm assuming they have very low health at this point. Before this episode, this guy was all the way over there, so I had to push him all the way back during the night. And if you could hear like a loud engine, I apologize. I wonder what I think that was a train. It sounded worse than a train. But yeah, these guys should breed normal likewise. Anyways, I guess we could continue on camera here. It's a pretty simple procedure. I want you guys to be able to follow this. It's not going to be so compact, but it's going to be flush with the ground. So keep that in mind. We have redstone blocks somewhere. No, we don't. Apparently we don't. I know we do. I mean, I just was like breaking them over here before this episode. They have to be somewhere here. Yep, there they are. We need these guys. Alright. We're gonna need dispensers and not droppers, because droppers drop items instead of using them correspondingly. And if you couldn't guess, we're gonna use dispensers to use bone meal on wheat. And this one wheat plant might be somewhere over here. So how are we gonna do this, you might ask? First, let's dig a nice area with this grass. Let's get some grass as well. And so let's just dig down, and I want slow tools so I don't like destroy everything. And also I want to show you how simple this could be. It's gonna take me a little bit longer. I didn't really contemplate about this as I should have, but I think I know a good procedure to follow. Now, we want something like this to happen. Actually, I'm gonna dig a nice area out really quick. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, guys, I started a bit here and I shouldn't have. Alright, this is what it looks like. You don't need this button. We're gonna use that to test something. So you place a piston there, a sticky piston, my bad. So whenever we're on the pressure plate, it's always on, like so. And from there, we're gonna place a torch right there, about 2 blocks diagonal from this box. So, and we'll get these blocks right here, and we'll do something like that. So once this is working, it'll send a power signal right there, and make sure it's on a nice delay. And as you can see, once we're on this, a nice clock goes, and once we step off, it stops. Now these wires are going to be hooked up to half slabs, which will take this nice fast signal and distribute it evenly to these dispensers that are going to function as dispensing bone meal. So how are we going to do that, you might ask? Well, we want the block right there, or right there. We want the actual water block, just so it doesn't you know the soil doesn't go away kind of thing. Go away. Oh wait, one sec. We might be able to hide it. I'm thinking about right now. So soil hydrates about 4 blocks away. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We can actually hide that right here. Believe it or not. I'll show you why in a sec. Let me just break this. Now let me place dirt right here. Place the water, put the dirt back, put that, and if you see in a bit, this will actually be hydrated. It will go through air blocks, I'm pretty sure, but you'll see that in a sec. It's a pretty cool trick. So once we're on that, it would go ahead and distribute the nice timer. And there's no way, wait, actually you could compact this. You would do something like this. And now I'm saving even more redstone. Let's just check this really quick. Oh wow, dude. That's pretty cool. I just really compacted that. Now it's a measly 4x2. And it serves a pretty good function. Okay, that's why we have the wooden button there, just to test it from down here. Okay, everything else from now is going to be pretty simple. But let's see if we're going to get it hydrated. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Yeah, it should be hydrated. Just give it a sec, I guess you could say. Yep, there you go, you see? It's hydrated. It doesn't matter if the blocks are supposed to be there, I'm pretty sure. But look at that. Pretty cool trick. Alright guys, other than that, I don't want to bore you. I'm going to think about it a bit, and I'll see you back in a bit. Before I continue on here, I wanted to tell you guys something. If you're building this for yourself, just keep in mind that this repeater has to be on to distribute the signal over here so it could loop. Otherwise, if this wasn't powered, then what is this block going to do? So just keep in mind, you have to think. Redstone is all logic. It's nothing else but logic. So just keep that in mind. It will help you a lot in your redstone contraptions. So think instead of, redstone could be quite complicated to some people, but if you really think about it, it's just logic. Like if this is turned off, this will be turned on, and if this is turned on, when a block is here pushed by this piston, it will go back into here powering that redstone torch off, which will create this loop. Now keep in mind this cannot be on the first signal. Alright, I'll get back here. So guys, I was recording some footage of me trying to build this, but anyways, I'm just showing it to you now. I was going to build a wheat farm, and I'm not having much luck with it. I'm not really having luck with redstone at all today, or at all in general. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is do something else this episode, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of it. So I'll see you then. Alrighty guys, we're going to get some ice for the Iron Golem project. I've been putting off for a while, and I might as well have one of them set up so I can at least start stockpiling on iron before I actually build the real thing, where I build I'm going to build 2 cells. And that should be more than enough because it's more of an AFK thing. They don't despawn. They keep spawning at a slow but effective rate at what 6 per how can I describe it? 6 per minute. 6 minutes per iron golem. That's what I want to say. And I'm just here with Silk Touch, just to get ice that is or water. This is why I like to think of ice as stackable water in your inventory. And it's very fast. No need to build an not an ice farm, because this is better than an ice farm in my opinion. It's just this form's so much faster. And all I have to do is, you know, use a couple of the ice blocks and start, you know, populating this with source blocks. So it's not a difficult procedure. However, it does use, quite a bit of a Silk Touch pick. I would only mine ice with Silk, pickaxes because, God, it would be slow without it. So, oh my God, yeah, so, as you can see, big difference, very effective, fast, and pretty easy to use. And I did bring 4 buckets, so if that was the case of being a problem, we could just use the buckets. We don't even have to use any of the ice. So, yeah, it's just a matter of how you perceive it. But I don't want to waste too much time because I already did on this video. So, I'll be right back. I'll get started on the iron farm and then I'll update you on progress with that. Alrighty guys, I am back. Alright, I'm very excited because I'm actually going to start this project finally, keyword finally, and we have some pretty cool blocks that we've been saving up. This is all the ice, by the way. And, alright, let me take that off. Alright, we have wool, we have jungle wood, and we have stone bricks. That is, well, it's going to become stone bricks. And, I know exactly what to do. We're going to maintain our spawn base, or that area, but the iron golems are still going to be funneled in the middle there. How am I going to do that? You guys are probably wondering. Well, this is perfect. If I just took a little bit of time from my day and just sat down and actually think about how to do this, I would have been done this. And think about it. These are nice pathways to run up. And guess what, guys? This is where we're going to kill the iron golems, right up here. But all we have to do is convert this platform 1 down, so we could still put water down here, but this will be flat, like this kind of concept. So, what are we waiting for, guys? I'm going to get building, and 2 by 2 right here, so we need a 20 by 20 base plate. So, I'm going to go ahead and do that. I have wool for that. I have bricks for that as well. So, we're going to pretty it up. I think I might put a, like, I'm not sure what I'm going to do to cover it up, but we'll do something. Like Doc M did iron bark, which is, he made a giant tree around it, and he had like iron sticking out from the bark kind of concept, and that really was cool. Now, I am in no way gonna build that because it's just too difficult and time consuming, but I will build something that is good and looks good. It's not gonna be a tree probably, but it might be a canopy, I was thinking. So, well, ideas. Let's just try to apply them. I'll be right back, guys. Oh, man. I died. Let's go get my stuff back and let's check out what I have so far. Alright, so I'm getting the base plate ready here. It's about 20 by 20 right now. It's just I have to fill in those little quadrants that is left behind. 4 little areas. So, yeah, I always use the terminology quadrants because, I don't know, I like the word and it does refer to something. There's quad spaces left. I don't know why I'm getting into this, but anyways, let's just grab this. Alright, so far, I'm pretty proud of myself for sticking to my word, finally doing the iron project. Stuff like this doesn't happen too often, we know this, but I'm overcoming this, this kind of, these ways I have. Is it feasible to get up there? Oh! Okay, we better be careful though. Alright, there we go, alrighty. Okay, guys. I'll continue working. Alright, guys. I want to mention something before I continue working. As you can see, this is all seamless wood, and how do you do that? You're probably wondering. As you can see, it's not like turned or anything. It looks like I placed it cheaty like, right? Well, it turns, yeah, you see, like, it's all just one, facing all one direction. And then the way you do that is, let's say if I was doing this way, I would just, do this kind of concept. Well, it's kind of hard to do it now, but, you do something like this, and then will be like that. There you go. You see how it's all one texture now? So yeah, that's how I was doing it. Just, for the people that I was wondering, because it does look a lot better than you could possibly think it would look together. I mean, it doesn't look, these colors don't look good together, but I mean, now it does. So I'll continue now. Yo, what's up, guys? Alright, I just got a little bit done here, and I'm gonna see you guys next episode. I'm gonna get the comments, and alright, guys, I got a little bit more progress done. I have the walls here, and this is where we're gonna put our doors in between this 6 gap, and this 6 gap right here is going to represent the spawning cells, I guess you could say, where we store the villagers because they're not in this machine. Now, unfortunately, we ran out of time this episode, but I did get the comments, and let's go ahead and get them sorted here. And the first one's by Matthew.837. He said, "You should do another survival island. Your last one was great, but it really was great." And I really appreciate that, Matthew. Now, if you guys are not familiar, I included this footage in my sub special as one of the first footages I put in there. It was called Minecraft Survival Ocean, and it was so old that 1 through 8 episodes was on my old channel, and then the 9th one was in, was rendered and everything, but that's during the time I made a new channel, so I had to upload on Reapism, being one of the very first videos ever on this channel. But yeah, if you guys really want one, thumbs up a comment or something like that. Someone else say it in the comments of this video and thumbs it up. And then the rest of you, if you want to write different comments pertaining to something different, then go ahead. But it's just better if I see like a thumbs up, like a 5 or 6 maybe people that thumbs it up. That would be a good indicator of you guys wanting a series. Or private message me or anything that you feel is great. Next comment is by GameSync25, and he said, "I've been waiting," and this is for the last episode. He's been waiting for the episode. You are by far one of my favorite YouTubers. You reply to comments in a friendly manner. You are loyal to your subscribers. Keep up the great work. See you later. Thank you, GameSync. I will see you this episode because you're probably watching this, right? So what's up? Thank you for that comment. It really does mean a lot. And yeah, I do try my hardest to put time into replying to you guys. It's not always every single comment. Some of them get marked as spam, but those that don't, I usually try to reply to them, at least with a smiley face, just knowing that I checked out your comment and I had the time to reply. Or if I didn't, I definitely saw your comment. So it's at a point where my channel, it's pretty a pretty minute amount of comments, so it's easier to manage. But when I get like 1,000 comments or 2,000, I don't know how I can manage that, guys. But I will read a lot of them. I will reply to maybe 50 or 60, which you don't really see too often on videos. But that's my plan for the future of this channel, if we ever get that much. But I don't know. I'm gonna keep my head high though. So I hope you guys enjoyed. My name is Reapism, of course, and we'll see you guys next episode. I'm gonna go ahead and continue working here, and I'm gonna grab those doors I left and kill the skeleton. See you guys later.